Hey guys, welcome to this week's video fishing report. As you can see, we're live right here at Country Smokehouse down in Almont, Michigan. Behind you, a whole bunch of first day deer. You know, the guys at Country Smokehouse do an awesome job at processing your deer. Their new facility is going to be amazing, getting all that meat back to you quicker than ever. And the biggest thing that they got going, as you know with Country Smokehouse, they can turn that awesome deer of yours into just regular processing, or they can take that and make it into specialty sausages, whatever you like. Hey, the Country Smokehouse is where it is at when it comes to deer season, and we're here because that's what we want to do. Promote these Michigan businesses seasonally when it works for you. And right now, the Country Smokehouse is working for you. So hey, it was kind of blustery out there. We jumped inside this beautiful store here at Country Smokehouse. We got 6 great reports today. We're gonna start out with Muskegon Lake. Listen, this is gonna be hot and heavy for the next month. We're gonna run down and give you our 5th fall brawl report from Huron, Ohio. Then we're gonna come around the corner and start talking about Monroe and Lake St. Clair. The walleye bites at both of those places, in spite of the wind, has been really solid. We're gonna slide up the shoreline. We're talking with Captain Mikey Parnicki Jr. over in the Tawas region. Listen, late fall in Tawas, Michigan is a really, really awesome spot. You're gonna wanna listen to that report. Real close to shore. Jump across the state. We're gonna go to the Manistee River system and talk to Captain Alex Bialik. He is really into the steelhead heavy, fishing both the the Manistee and the Pure Marquette rivers. Then we're gonna jump back across the state. We're gonna end up in Oscoda, Michigan. Listen, Gene Curvin is a river rat. That guy from Calypso Sport Fishing has been on the Osaubo River for decades. If there's anybody that's gonna put you on fish there, it's Gene, and he tells me fishing's great. 6 great reports. Let's get right into it. So we got Muskegon Lake. Muskegon Lake is really, really a cool lake in that it doesn't freeze early, and the fishing at this time of year from basically deer season all the way through to Christmas just gets better and better. Now, we've got 2 guide partners that guide exclusively out of this area this time of year, and that's Captain Nick Dode. He always yells at me for calling him Dude, but if you ever saw Nick, he's huge, so you'd call him a dude too. Nick Dode from Real Live Action Sport Fishing, and Brian Beist from To Be Caught Charters. Now listen, at this time of year, both these guys are extremely busy, so give them a call early to get on their list if you want to go fishing this year. But as you can see from pictures going across the screen, it is an awesome, awesome fishing already going. Guys are whacking fish, big walleyes, lots of walleyes, and really fun this year. Lots of perch. The perch have been really, really biting well, good sized perch, and they've been in shallow enough water so that they've been very consistent and easier to find. So Muskegon Lake, right now till Christmas, you've got to get out there. You've got to hook up with one of our 2 guide partners, and you've got to experience this fishery. Whether it's daytime trolling or nighttime trolling, these guys can put you on it here out of Muskegon Lake.
This is our TH100 combo. So this is a pretty cool little neat deal we've had for years. Guys love it. We can slide it right on the track, tighten it up down inside there. Just has our beverage holder. That's one of our vertical beverage holders that goes in the side that comes with this assembly. And our top plate that's machined holds our pliers. We hang our baits on here, holds our screwdrivers. We take one of the front holes, hook our fish towel for wiping our hands off right inside here. And it just really helps keep the boat cleaned up really nice and neat. So this is the application of what our TH100 combo will do for you. Just helps clean the boat up.
So hey, we've been giving you fall brawl reports from the town of Huron, Ohio all year. No different this week. We're going to be into it. The fall brawl's only got a couple of weeks left. By the time you see this report, the fall brawl and slam will only have 2 more weeks to go. A lot of prize money on the line, 2 brand new boats up for grabs to the winner of the big fish. Probably $250,000 worth of payout to the person who catches that amazingly big fish. Probably a 13-pounder it's going to take to do it. But what's the fall brawl report? Well, you know what? We've heard of a lot of wind down there, and it's been true. But you know what? This is the cool thing about the town of Huron, Ohio. A lot of that wind has been from the southwest. So even when you get super windy conditions, you're still able to catch a lot of fish. And that's exactly what's happening, because these fish have tucked tight to shore, basically literally leaving the pier heads and turning right or left and just starting your troll right there, jumping out maybe a quarter of a mile to 30, 32 feet of water, and then just going ahead and going east or west. Now, if you get a big south wind and you want to just go ahead and use it as a tailwind and kind of slide to the northeast or the northwest, you know, with a little push, that's fine too. Just remember to pull up in time so you don't have to beat yourself back too bad into the waves. 2 or 3 mile trolls is all that's needed. Here's the cool thing. The baits are super simple. I've got the leads for you. I was down there myself Tuesday and Wednesday of last week. So it's bandits back 40 to 80. That's been the range that most of the fish are being caught in. Now, the secondary or inside rods, you're going to want to run 4 deep reapers. This is a Walleye Nation creation bait. And I've got some colors for you. From Domka Outdoors down in Monroe, you can order them online or stop by their store. Milkman and, oh shoot, what's the other one with an orange head and a gold body? Attention Deficit. That's what it is. I had an attention deficit right there. I couldn't remember the darn name and it was right in front of me. Attention Deficit Milkman, and also the yellow, just the straight chartreuse one with a little bit of a blue top to it. That's been really good, those 3 colors. Now, here's the key sets for the reapers. Either 45 back, unassisted, right on your boards, and that's cool because they'll run deeper and more aggressively than the bandits, so the bandits will clear and go right over top of the reapers at their sets. Or you can go ahead and do what I caught most of the big fish on the reapers, which is let it out 50, put a 2-ounce snap weight on and let it out 15 more feet. So a total of 65 feet out. I'm telling you guys, that set at 1.7, 1.8 miles an hour was nails. That thing was out no more than 5 or 10 minutes per set, and it was hauling back. Usually had 5 to 7 pound fish on it. So probably fishing that 26-foot zone if I was guessing. The speed's been, like I say, 1.7, 1.8. You know, as the water cools down, you know, maybe a little bit less, but truthfully, it's still in the low 50s there. So, you know, 1.5 to 1.8 is going to work. So here on Ohio, 2 more weeks of the brawl and the slam. Get yourself down there. Don't pay attention to the wind. Stay close to shore and you'll be just fine.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
So hey guys, to the Michigan guys who don't want to run all the way around the corner and drive all the way to Huron, Ohio, you might be saying, isn't there fish at Sterling State Park? Well, the answer, according to Michael Downey from Relentless Grind Guide Service, my mailman guide guy who seems to fish or be at work 100% of his life, says the answer is yes. He's catching fish right out of the Sterling State Park, Bowles Harbor, Brest Bay area. Now, it's cold enough, those fish have made it there now. They're definitely there. I saw another friend of mine who didn't want to be mentioned, so he wouldn't be accused of giving up the spot. Did really well in 17 foot of water in Brest Bay. Really nice double limit of fish. You know, lots of fish. He said he probably caught 13 or 14 fish. He had a pretty stiff west wind, so he just basically went with it. He just went and took the shoreline as long as he could take it, you know, and stayed in that shallower 16, 17 foot of water. Did a really nice job. Same thing, pulling bandits mid-depth to the bottom. That's been the key. Now, when you're trying to choose a depth or, I mean, a speed, it's basically the same as Huron, Ohio, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. That's what's happening right now out of Sterling State Park. But here's the good thing. Michael's not pulling his boat. Downey is a crazy man. That sucker will fish right up until Sierra Ray makes him put his boat in the garage and turn the heater on. So guess what? Give Michael Downey a call, Relentless Grind to Guide Service, or my buddy Nick Dode, also who guides up in the Monroe, up in the Muskegon Lake area. Listen, if you really want to go to Monroe or even Huron, Nick will take you there as well. So you just really got to get a hold of these guys and get on their list because the fish are jumping in the boat right now. So also, it's going to be at Lake St. Clair happening. We're going to have a report for you next week from Lake St. Clair because I've got an early report that those nice walleyes that bite every fall, they finally turned on and they're snapping on big bandits. So stay tuned for next week's report. We've also got our friend Lee Gould from Walleye Nation's Creation. He's going to spend a few days on Lake St. Clair at the end of the week. He's going to have your Reaper report for me as well next week.
Don't spend another season breaking your back using 5-gallon gas cans to fuel your toys. The Flo-Fast portable fluid transfer system is your solution. A great tool for fueling your ATVs, snowmobile, boat, garden tractor, and more, Flo-Fast eliminates gas sloshing on you and your machines, plus works in reverse to pull unused fuel from your equipment at the end of each season. The pump transfers from container to container in seconds and moves up to 8 gallons a minute. Log on to flofast.com for a dealer near you.
So, hey, Captain Mikey Parnicki Jr., the man from Tawas, the guide that we're going to be telling you all about next year, is got a good bite going here this fall. If you're looking for something unusual to do and you really want to experience some casting, some rod in hand stuff, call Mikey, get on his boat. He is catching really nice mixed bag, 15 to 30 feet of water from Tawas, the Tawas Harbor all the way down to the tip of the point, and also in the harbor, from the harbor to the river mouth. So how's Mikey doing this? Well, he's been able to find a really good blade bait and swim bait bite, casting and snap jigging the blade baits or lifting the blade baits back, or swimming the swim baits back really slow. Now, what are you catching? You're going to catch a mixed bag here. You're going to catch a lot of walleye. You're going to catch a lot of lake trout. You're also going to bump into the random coho salmon as well. So 15 to 30 feet of water all throughout the shorelines from Tawas down to the end of the point, and also specifically right in front of the river mouth. Now, if you concentrate your activities in front of the river mouth, you may be able to also pitch a spoon in there, maybe a 1/2 ounce or a 3/4 ounce jigging spoon in that depth, and snap that back. Lakers and coho both love that spoon bite at this time of the year. Now, the Tawas River dumps in, and then if you slide down shore, you'll get to the marina. So that's kind of that stretch of shoreline that Mikey's been working. Or, of course, 15 to 30 feet of water all the way down to the point. So that's been a really good bite, he said. And the good thing about it is when you get those big west winds, that area of the shore is dead calm and flat, very easy to fish, protected by a northwest, protected by a southwest. You really almost need some sort of an east wind in order to make that too rough to fish. And it's got to be a little bit, brisk as well. But right now, Lake Huron, Tawas, Michigan, now until Christmas, listen, there's going to be some awesome fish caught. It might as well be you.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease. Simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever, and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Online at DrottoProducts.com.
So, hey guys, Manistee River System, the Pure Marquette River System, basically Ludington and Manistee right now is going to be the go-to spot if you're looking for great steelhead fishing. Captain Alex Bialik from Fireplug Charter, he's our resident river rat. He's pulled the big boat. It's in the storage building. He's got the river boat out, and he is whacking nice steelhead. So lots of different ways you're doing it. But that's really the trick, is you can drift in cuts and seams with both spawn below bobbers and beads below bobbers. That seems to be the best. That cast and bait bite has kind of died off because really, to be honest, there's no kings left in the system. And these early run steelhead are really there, honed in on spawn and eating the king eggs. So the best way to catch them is to imitate that egg bite, and that's through either drift and beads or drift and spawns. Right now, the drift is on long, deeper cut shorelines. So it doesn't have to be necessarily in front of structure or on bends. It can even be on long, straight shorelines. But what you're really looking for is you're looking for some depth to the shoreline that you're running that bead or spawn program. As you know, the steelhead are coming here to feed on those salmon eggs, and those early run ones are going to be in the river all winter long, getting ready to spawn. They usually spawn at the end of February, early March on the gravel flats. So that's kind of the logic and the mentality of why you're fishing the deep cuts right now versus the gravel flats, because those fish aren't up on the gravel flats thinking about spawning. They're really trying to find shelter and food, and those deeper cuts in the bank are where they find those eggs that are held up, that have been tumbling down the stream. So get a hold of Captain Alex. He can put you out on a great trip. Not only will you catch a lot of steelhead, but you'll see some amazing scenery. One of the best things about river fishing is that you get to see minks and otters and all kinds of crazy, river type animals that you don't always see. I think that's a really cool reason that I like to go out on the river and fish, not just for the fishing, but also for the scenery and the nature. Call Alex. He'll get you out either river. He's an expert on fire plug charters. Check out the full line of Polar Kraft boats at polarcraft.com. So hey guys, last report of the day is from Gene Curvin from Calypso Sport Fishing up in Oscoda now. Gene moves that operation north from Tawas up to Oscoda and keeps it there all the way through April, because right now it's steelhead time on the Osable River. Now, Gene fishes the Osable exclusively, and he catches a ton of steelhead all winter long. Sometimes you mix in even a walleye or two by accident, but to be honest with you, it's steelheading, and he's been doing it with beads and spawn, and also he likes to troll some crankbaits as well. That's one of the really cool things that I think sets Gene apart. He's a master at sweeping crankbaits through deep holes on the Osable and getting great hookups, whether it's wiggle warts or whatever bait he's choosing to use. I know he really loves the wiggle wart in the gold and orange color and does really, really well with it. But you can also catch them on spawn. You can also catch them on beads. But Captain Gene Curvin, Calypso Sport Fishing Charter on the Osable River, that's God's river as people in Michigan know it. Give him a call. He'll get you out there and experience some of the best steelhead fishing on the east side of the state there is to offer. So hey guys, like I said, we're here inside now at the Country Smokehouse in Almont, Michigan. Now, some of you have never been to the Country Smokehouse. Of course, you can just Google it. You know, they'll know where it is and they'll tell you. But it's just a little bit east of Flint, down Highway 69, a couple of miles south off of 69 right here in Almont. And they've got a brand new store. All the build is done. Everything is complete. I know you guys knew that Country Smokehouse went through a fire a year and a half ago, and boy, I'll tell you what, it did a number on them. But as Steve and Sue and the kids will always do at Country Smokehouse here, and that is come back with their guns blaring. And that's exactly what this store is a representation of, that family's personality. They have got a go-get-em personality. They are all in whenever they do anything. And I'm telling you what, this store, they did it right. The processing facility is outstanding. It is monstrous compared to what it used to be. Their ability to handle and process those deer that you guys are out killing right now, bring it into the Country Smokehouse. Whether you just want a conventional process job where it's cut up and turned into the particular cuts of meat you want, or better yet, give some of that deer to Steve and let him turn it into a great creation. Summer sausages and all kinds of different specialty meats that you'll be so impressed with. You'll never think about bringing that deer anywhere else. So, like I said, the store is awesome. The people here are awesome. It's deer season. What better reason do you need to come to the Country Smokehouse? You don't need a better reason. So get on down here to the Country Smokehouse in Almont, visit the new store. And you know what's also cool? It's not just meat. Look at this. Jams and jellies, all custom made stuff. Awesome, the store is filled with it. It's like a specialty store. That's what I love about coming here. I see things in this store that I don't see in other places. It's worth a trip. This isn't just a place to come shop. The Country Smokehouse is a destination you need to visit. Hey, we'll see you next week on Fisherman's Digest Hot Bite Report.